This is 1435 South 4th Street, a beautiful red brick Victorian-style mansion in the heart of old Louisville that was built way back in 1897. And with its ornate trim, towering windows, and quiet presence on the block, you'd never suspected the horrifying story of what took place within these four walls back in June of 2010. That was the summer that it became known as the Murder House. And it's one of the darkest true crime stories in Louisville history. In June of 2010, the police uncovered the body of Jamie Carroll buried beneath the dirt floor in the basement. A man who had been missing for nearly 2 years, that was apparently at the center of a three-way lover's triangle with the two men who lived in the house at the time. An evening that began in pleasure ended in betrayal, jealousy, and murder, with the two men stabbing Carroll to death and burying him under 3 feet of dirt in their basement, hoping to cover up the horror that had happened there that night. And Carroll was buried in that basement for nearly 2 years before the police eventually discovered his body. But that's just one of the haunted happenings that took place here over the years. Long before it gained its infamous nickname, 1435 South 4th Street was actually the site of a private medical sanatorium back in the mid-1920s. At the peak of the tuberculosis epidemic that at the time killed over 160,000 people across the United States every single year. And despite the sanitarium's claimed specialization in treating patients with these oftentimes incurable critical illnesses, an overwhelming number of these patients began to die in the house while under the care of the 2 doctors that ran the place, eventually falling into bankruptcy and closing its doors in the mid-1930s, after rumors of medical malpractice began to spread across the city. And while the current owners insist that the home is quiet now, those who have visited say otherwise, with some neighbors refusing to go near the house after dark, and others claiming to have seen shadowy figures pacing past the upstairs windows even when the home was vacant. The stories have grown so chilling over the years that the house was even featured on Hell House, a paranormal investigation show on the Discovery Channel. So the next time you're walking down South 4th Street, be sure to look up at that towering red brick facade. Who knows, if you pause long enough, you might just see something staring back.